Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this Risco in Tokyo, coming at you with some more. A little bit late, but better late than never. Little Big Planet 3. Gonna do a couple of community levels. Let folks get some time to filter in. I know we're starting a bit late. Well, I mean, if you're watching this on the VOD, you won't recognize the fact that we are starting a bit late, but we are starting a bit late. I gotta fix my tags. You know, there's always time to fix tags because we know that Twitch hates Little Big Planet. So there's that. No, but there was a small protest tonight that I'll probably talk about more as more people show up that I was at, and then so we ended up coming in late because it finished pretty close to 8. Although I did leave a little bit early because I was cold. I was freezing cold. It was so cold tonight. Like, probably not on paper so cold, but because it's been very warm recently, I felt like I was freezing to death. I was exceptionally chilly. Rushing through the jungle. Hello there. This is my second platform level. This time I went for a natural and more detailed something. This is from Sand ROGT. Let's give it a shot. It's a LBP slice of hopefully goodness. Hopefully our stream quality will be okay and not crash tonight. I haven't had any issues. I was doing recording all day. Got the archive is all caught up to May 5th. So we got like almost a 2-week backlog. Almost a 2-week backlog on the archive. And on Little Bite-Sized Planet as well. Watch out, there are secret hidden oranges in this level. Try to find all of them. 6. Okay. So the strawberries are not secret or hidden, clearly. They are out and available. Oh gosh. Oh, is this gonna be a hard level? I bet there's an orange there. I found an orange. Orange, you glad? You found an orange? Thank you for not moving that. I thought that was gonna shake on us, and that would have been bad. Okay. Okay, no, that's easy enough. We could do this. I'm just wondering, like, is this gonna be a sneaky hard level where it's actually quite difficult, but they didn't mention that to anyone? Because sometimes you get those, you know, and that's never good. Now what are you, my friend? Why? This is a button. It's not doing anything. But look, I mean, it clearly seems to indicate that something juicy is down there, like a hidden orange. But I can't interact with it. Yes, I'm sure that this will kill us. So I would like to avoid the death. I mean, I feel like it wants to be sneaky. I feel like this level wants to be sneaky. Now, I don't know how I feel about that. I can't climb because it's LBP2. Is there a way? I can't get in there. Well, this is... Are you supposed to launch me somewhere? Can I can't grab you? This is Trixie. Not like Project Trixie. That's completely different media property. This is LBP Trixie. That's okay. That's a cherry. Is that gonna be like extra points for us? I'm a little bit babbly today. It's been. Oh, whoa! What was that? Yo! I can't drop down? Well, fudge! Okay, timing, hot. This timing is hot. Mind Planet! I'm getting comboed, I am! How you doing? It is lovely to see you here, and see you here early. But it is always a pleasure to have you. Hopefully life is treating you pretty okay? I'm hoping that the life is treating you okay. I know that you'd mentioned last go about that you got this job thing that is gonna be starting up soon. Oh fudge! I woke up early today. I'm not sure why. Maybe you woke up early for us. Okay, that's cheap. I mean, not the waking up early. That's cool. I mean, this cherry. Oh come on! Fine. I don't even want your cherry. See how much bing that cherry for all I care. It's a krill issue. I guess so. It's a cheap cherry. And we're not gonna be able to get that orange either. Like, what is even with this level? This level just teases us. I bet it's one of these deals where you gotta like do a super LCR jump. Oh, the oranges are definitely bonus. They're 500 points. But I don't budget. I don't really care. Honestly, I don't care that much. If they want to deprive us of the orange, then we shall be deprived. That's fine. Oh come on! What is the timing on that? That is cheaperino. Okay. Okay, that one was on me. I'm not even nearly tired enough to be making these kind of mistakes. That was weird. Weird and uncomfortable. Oh, but I can jump down here. Why couldn't I jump down before? They're toying with my emotions, Mind Planet, and I hate that. These are the only emotions I got, so I can't be, you know, can't be toying with my emotions. That's just rude. I cannot make a jump to save my life. It's a good thing this is an After Dark episode, because I'm probably gonna drop an F-bomb. Oh, come on! Pro tip, use the X button to jump. Os, Hive, lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. That is a pro tip, Mind Planet. That is a pro tip. Now, I gotta... Actually, this is one of those questions that you may or may not be able to answer, Mind Planet. But I want to ask you while I still have it in my memory. So, say I were to start a fresh account, right? Like, say if I wanted to have a backup account so that I had a full moon's worth of creators and a full 20 levels to publish fresh. Not that I think I'm going to use the 20 in this account, but if I were to want to do that thing, would I not have any of the LBP 1 and 2 stuff available to me? Because that account would be on the US side? I think that's what it means, and I hate that. And it would keep me from doing that. Hive says, had a half a day to lunch and a public holiday tomorrow, doing okay. No, but you can easily obtain the items through settings. Oh yeah? I thought that was only if you had like a returning account. Does that just like unlock all the LBP 1 and 2 stuff? Because if so, that's pretty amazing. Because I was thinking about doing that, like, if... Well, I guess that wouldn't matter though. I was gonna say, like, if the servers ever shut down, I would still want to use LBP as a means to make art, and probably just to kind of screw around with making levels. But, like, if I wanted to have a backup account with free space in it... Oh, did they change it then? That's very interesting. I don't think they changed it on the J side. I did find an orange. How was your lunch, Hive? Was it delectable? Was it delightful? Was it everything that you wanted and more? One would hope. I should check that on the J side, but I don't think that's how it is. Unfortunately, they did not. The unlocks require the internet, and since the Japanese connection is severed... Oh! Oh! That explains some things. Now, question... If you own DLC, like the Move Pack, would that also be unlocked? Probably not, because you could still technically play the Move Pack on LBP3. It was a pair of soggy toasted sandwiches that were nonetheless tasty. You know, sometimes you need a little sog. Sometimes that's what your body's craving. DLC is region locked. Well, but okay, but I do have the Move Pack on the US store. Like, I do own it. Because I basically bought everything that I did have that was, I bought everything I had that wasn't delisted, except for some of the costumes, I think. Oh, Quill, it is lovely to see you. Slowly gurgles up from the depths. Wait, why did I want to do this? Was that even... I guess if I wanted the strawberries, but I don't really care about those. Oh, you'd be fine then. Okay. That's really interesting. That is really, really interesting. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I guess Sumo actually did a thing that was cool. There was like a whole reason that I was thinking of doing that beyond like if the servers ever get nuked, but I don't remember what it was. It was very much shower thoughts. Although in this case I think it was more like work thoughts, and most of my thoughts are gone once I leave work because the heavy dissociation. Green chutney, potato, tomato, and onion. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. That sounds way better than the last soggy sandwich that I had, which was in the Philippines. It was a very, very sweet grilled cheese sandwich, and it was gross. It was super gross. I did not enjoy it. That was many years ago, though. Oh, I hate this. I am not smart. Now, do I want all of these off, or do I want all of these on? Clearly, I want them all on. Quill, how you doing tonight? I know that you went to, there it goes. It went okay. I didn't get to do a lot because I was always last to get a choice and most of the players didn't. I'm not liking that, Quill. I'm not. I don't know what your read on that is, but that sounds really weird and abrupt compared to kind of how you've discussed your D&D sessions previously. I want to be rich so that I could just come places and sort trouble. Because I feel like there's trouble what needs to be sorted, and it could use my delicate womanly touch. Oh, that was a really nice mechanical contraption. I found an orange. Lovely. You can only have one bomb at a time. Can I though? I feel like I could. This baby can pack so many bombs. Oh, this sucks. I hate this. I hate everything about this. This was not... I don't think this was the optimal way to set that up. I'm not a fan either. The DM actually used my name today, but only at the end. Had a nice little chat with the main dude's wife, and accidentally inspired a wild new backstory for one of the players. Not that your worth has anything to do with your contributions, but you're even contributing. Like, you know, they're throwing away something real good. It is their loss. And then they're gonna be sitting around like, why can't we find cool people to play with? What are we doing wrong? Why is our table like so empty? It's because you're assholes, that's why. Do I have to do this again? She's playing a satyr and mentioned having a dryad ex that I joked she had half a goat, half tree baby with, and that became canon. I mean, you know, if cartoons have taught us anything, it's that half goat, half tree babies are just cute as the dickens. LBP does not handle bombs very well. I have noticed this. This has been a mainstay of the series. I did not find all the oranges. Holy crap, hold on a second. I was browsing some courses on Domestika since they're doing a flash sale on one of their courses, all their courses. 85% off every course, holy shit. Some of their courses are dubbed in English and it sounds so weird because it's just this super American sounding dude. Wait, what is Domestika? Because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds kind of like a porn site. That sounds like Nerdrotica. I later joked about the baby being planted in a Winnie the Pooh situation, which inspired a whole drawing I did. Oh, that sounds pretty slick. I will only encourage you to share that drawing to the extent you're comfortable sharing it, but if you are comfortable sharing it. This is me kind of like nodding my head and looking significantly. Which is very different from me nodding my head and looking significant. I have to do like a different pose for that. Ooh! I will look at this right now. Oh my god, that is so sweet! Mommy, I love you. Half goat, half tree child. Okay, so I did misread it originally. I'm thinking like the upper black spots And then the lower kind of black patchy bit, I think that's supposed to be the face. But when I first looked at it, I saw the bird, and my brain interpreted the bird as a face, and so I thought that it was a naked tree. So I was kinda... I mean, I guess all trees are naked, but you know what I mean. I was kinda like, wow, that's definitely a look. Hype says I was weighing up whether to watch this course subbed or dubbed, and honestly, I can't decide. Domestica is a site with tutorials on creative stuff like illustration, photography, etc. Huh. And mine laments not having a beta for Toggle Tower. Well, I mean, you've got you've got one more LBP stream before the 1st of May. Oh, Jelly Beans, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. What do we... Oh my god, Nimby put out a new level? Uso. Really? Uso. Well, I mean, that's good. That means that Nimby's not dead. I was a little bit concerned about that. Mostly because, like, he posted a bunch of anti-vax stuff on the Twitters, and then his account just immediately stopped after that point, and, you know... Excuse me? It is a gear. I mean, you're not wrong about that. This is not... Oh my god, am I stuck? Oh my god, I'm stuck! This is a goofball trap! This is a trap for goofballs! I have to bounce in 15 minutes. Oh, well, thank you so much for dropping by, at least for a bit. I'm sorry that you gotta bounce so quick. I imagine that it's a work thing. Also, why does it look like I've stepped in gum? Okay, I'm gonna have to blow up. I can't believe Nimpy made an empty create room level. That does not seem particularly Nimpian. Although there's something up above that was casting a shadow. Like unto the shadow on Plato's cave. Like, what's going on up here? There's some cool things somewhere in the sky that we are not being allowed to see, and I think that's pretty gross, honestly. My last big contribution tonight was that the satyr thought the baby died because the Dryad said they had to bury it when they meant plant it. That could be like a very special episode of the sitcom where we learn about communication. Womp womp. Well, hopefully the work goes smoothly for you at least. Hopefully you don't have to deal with any exploding boilers. Because I think that would probably be a problem. I think Nimby honestly just published an empty level. Oh my god. I feel trolled. I don't know if I feel worse about this than the anti-vax stuff. I mean, I feel pretty bad about the anti-vax stuff, but this is very un-Nimpian. What? Why would you do this? Like, what was your goal here? It's copyable. I do not want to copy this, but it is copyable. What is going on with you, mate? Oh my god. I've got the last comment on his profile. Just let you know, I'll be looking at the Fortress of the Three Samurai on LittleBigPlanet episode 219. It'll be up on YouTube on Friday, July 29th at 10 a.m. GMT plus 9. Thanks for the great level, and have a wonderful day. God. I'm so cringe. Alice, it is lovely to see you. Hope you're doing very well. Broccoli Forest. Oh, well, we gotta check out the Broccoli Forest. Is life being kind to you, Alice? No ghosts in the soon-to-be new house? Do you usually get provided with ghosts in Portugal, or do you have to make your own? Oh god. Oh no. Look, nothing good ever starts with so. Or at least hardly anything good ever starts with so. Oh no! I almost would... Quill, I would almost consider doing it just to have you pop out of my drawers. So I don't know if that's going to work out the way that you want it to. But I could serve you up some fabulous curry, because I did spend the morning making it. Well, kind of the mid-morning. And then the afternoon. What in God's name do you mean create your own? What do you think, mine? How do you make ghosts? You feed rat skeletons blood, of course. Not that I have any experience with that, but if you were gonna do a ghost making, that would be one way to go about it. That's if you want a friendly ghost. Oh, crumbs. Wait. Alice says he's getting better at least. Okay, that's good news. I'm losing my touch, Mind Planet. I gotta step up my game then. It's not gonna be a fun visit. I'm gonna burst out bawling and demanding you be kind to yourself. I mean, like, okay, but like you could stick around afterwards, right? Like, or do you, like, is this one of those deals where you disappear as soon as the message is delivered? Cause that would suck. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I mean, I'd be really happy to see you, but then, like, I couldn't even make you, like, a cup of coffee? You couldn't even have a cuppa? Hyde says, don't ever call it an Anzac cookie. That's a no-no. It's an Anzac biscuit. And only Anzac biscuit. Cookies are for Americans. Excuse me? I mean, you're not wrong. I got it, but I need cocoa in a blanket. Well, I could requisition some cocoa. I would need to requisition some cocoa. I do have blankets, though. Blankets are a thing that exists in my house currently. I haven't had cocoa in a whole age. Wait, wait, Hive, what? That's a thing that was actually said? I thought you were taking the piss. I thought maybe I had said, like, something cookie related, talking to Quill, and then forgot about it, and then that you stepped up to defend the Anzac, you know, pride, I guess? Which would have been funny. But if it's the media doing it, that's just sad. The only biscuits I know are Popeye's biscuits that are drier than the damn sun. Oh god. I knew that was going to happen, so why did I do that? The Anzac biscuit thing is serious business. You could be fined a lot. Wait. It... Really? Like, they will straight up put fines on your ass? If you call a biscuit a cookie? I almost want to do it to be contrary. And also to see them try to take money from me. I mean, I guess, and I do try to respect foreign cultures and pride, but like at the same time, it's a biscuit. And for PtaER, these are the sweet kinds of biscuits. They're not the biscuits that we know. They're not the biscuits that civilized people know, is what I'm trying to say. Wait! You said your soldiers cookies! Is that one Portuguese pastry that was made by literal monks in a monastery? What, the, Castella? Because Castella are amazing, and we love them. Although I've never had genuine Portuguese Castella, I've only had the Japanese variant. Okay. I will assume then that the nata is not Castella. The Castella are so good. No joke, Anzac biscuits are great. I mean... Oh, Nikes! That's my fault. I suppose I deserve that for casting, aspersions on your biscuits. I earned that. This wasn't a bad level. I mean, it was kind of drab as far as presentation goes, but the play was fun enough for something simple. It's basically butter, rolled oats, and various forms of sugar. That actually sounds really good. They're oat biscuits made with a ton of honey and golden syrup, very flavorful, especially for war rations. Oh, let me check out the nata. That reminds me of something, but I can't think of... I honestly can't think of what snack it is, but it reminds me very strongly of some snack that I've had. That actually looks pretty good. Os! Hirunda! Lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. We're just, there's a thing from Macau that is inspired by a nata. I think I know coconut too. I like coconut, but not in an Anzac biscuit. I do not like coconut. I am not watching the Fortnite movie. I will play this breakfast machine. We're gonna do, although I guess this is mostly, of interest probably to PtaER and Hirunda, but we're gonna do about, like, I'd say about 30 more minutes of community levels, and then we're gonna hop in create mode. I do have something not finished yet, Quill, but I do have something nice to show you. Something special for you. It changes the texture. The one I had contained coconut and it wasn't great. Cuisine of Japan was influenced by Portuguese traders during the 16th century, and culturally important Japanese baked goods, including pon and castella, have their origins in this period. Pastel de nata is one of these. In addition to the traditional form of the pastry, some variations have been developed, especially for the Japanese market, by adding green tea flavoring. This green tea pastel de nata was eventually exported to South Korea and other Asian markets. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I certainly may be wrong, but doesn't tempura also have its roots in Portuguese cuisine? I feel like it does, but I may be misremembering because I often do. Anzac bickies should be crunchy or kind of gooey, and that's the only two options. I'm glad that I remember that then. Also, how did they get Dawn Doubtworthy into LBP3? Did they glitch Dawn into the game? That's fabulous if they did. Good on them. Because that's one of my favorite sets of levels. That and Space Base. Man, LittleBigPlanet karting is so good. I should actually, once I finish my level and I can start like playing things for fun again, I should just actually finish karting for the fourth or fifth time. Can I get up there? Oh, I can. I did like a race through LBP1. It wasn't a speed run, but I did get it finished in one day. And then I started on LBP2, and then stuff came up, and I never finished it or karting. I mean, these are multiple playthroughs on both games, so it's not that big a deal. But I really ought to, because there's some really good races in karting. It's a shame about the final level. The final level is kind of pants. And not the good kind of pants, definitely the bad kind of pants. They're not gender, these pants. Oh, we got spikes. I hate that. Oh god, I hate that. And toast. I haven't been able to look at a chat for a hot minute because I'm dead. Good. Tempura is like classic Portuguese food that a lot of restaurants serve. I need to like ask for food recs when I finally visit Japan. Indian curry? Really, any kind of curry that's not Japanese curry. Kushikatsu? I myself am a big fan of kushikatsu. I like kushikatsu a little bit more than I like tempura. Tempura's really good, don't get me wrong, but it's also like, I feel like the flavor's very light. And sometimes I'm in the mood for that, but the fact that it's like, it's got a light flavor means that like you can really taste the oil. Not really, honestly. Hiroshima Yaki. Hiroshima Yaki's really good. I find okonomiyaki has, like, it's a little bit too wet in texture. Like, Hiroshima Yaki has got the fried egg in it, and it's also got the fried noodles. And so the fried noodles they're kind of crunchy, kind of chewy. And so it's got, like, a good... It's good to, like, actually bite and chew on. Like, okonomiyaki just kind of mushes in your mouth. Because it's all just like, it's the batter and then it's just like cabbage. It's not bad, but there's no bite to it. Hiroshima Yaki is so good. I want everybody to come up at the same time so that we could go to Osaka. And I could actually take you to some good restaurants. But there's a Hiroshima Yaki joint in Osaka that is just fantastic. It's like a little hidey hole place that was in the floor above where my local was. And it was run by a guy who actually moved up from Hiroshima. And he was just like a really nice guy. And we went there a lot. We went there like maybe twice a month or so. So we got to know him pretty well, and he's a single dad, and his daughter would be doing like her homework. This is like two different business establishments that I hung out in, in Osaka where like somebody's little girl daughter would be doing her homework in the corner while everybody else was like drinking and partying around them. Lucas Sapria used to bring his daughter to Babylon of all places, which I mean, the people were all family friendly, but I don't think Babylon was very family friendly. I don't know if that was the best environment for a child. How far is Nagoya from Tokyo? I am not sure because I don't... Wait, I have been in Nagoya. How far is Nagoya from Tokyo? It's been ages since I've been there. Nagoya is like, what, halfway between Osaka and Tokyo? Oh, okay, so that lava is not hot. It'd be great to have a big chat party. Probably for the best that it's unlikely because I'm shy as heck and would barely get a word in. Jelly Beans, you take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day. Conquer that work if conquering is what needs to happen. Well, you know, it would be perfectly acceptable if you were quiet and you felt shy. Like, we all been there. I sure as heck wouldn't get in your case about it. Hive says, I've done my civic duty. I have titled in Australian. You've titled in Australian? Like, oh, tilted. Okay. I was gonna say, like, did you get like a spoon and knight him or something? 2-ish hours by train. That was terrible. I deserved that death. Oh, it's Kronos! Good! This is why I did the community levels first, because I want to give you a chance to show up. I am just sucking a giant butt. I am sucking the biggest butt. I didn't get the section imported into the actual level, but I've got like, I feel like I've got the mock-up. What was that? I feel like I've got the mock-up pretty well done that I could show you. Cold! Yo! Not literal butt sucking. This is just very much figurative. I'd feel bad because I'd want to be totally myself, but would get stuck being polite and barely anything more than that. At the very least, Quill, I like super understand the feeling. Now we could drag you out of your shell by main force. I don't know if that would be something you'd be comfortable with, but we could definitely do that. We could be aggressively cheerful. Which is not actually a thing I'm well known for, but for you we could do it. I'm sorry, Called. I mean, it is an after hours LBP stream, but even still I don't think I ever get that spicy. I love these little flames. These are they're just cute. Oh god. See, I look at chat and the rock starts dropping. It's lovely to see you. But was I not supposed to grab that? Oh, hold on, there's like too many things happening at the same time. Give me like 2 seconds. Told them that people... This is from Hive about tilting Australians. Told them that people agree that coconut doesn't belong in Anzac biscuits, that Marmite is better than Vegemite, and was about to say that Australia did what it always does with pavlova, taking a thing that New Zealand made and claiming it as Australian. Oh my god, you probably tilted the fuck out of them. Alice, that's a huge mood. Like, it's expensive to get over here. Calls us just being silly because you did say you were sucking the biggest butt. That is true. That is true. And you did talk about COVID ruined sucking butt for everyone that one time you were playing Dreams. Did I? Did I say a thing like that? That does not sound like me at all. I mean, I trust you and I believe you. That's why you're one of my mods, but also, was I drunk? I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. This is awful. I broke that rock. I would lucid, probably. I mean, you can be drunk and lucid. I usually have to be, like, really drunk to not be understandable anymore. Which is, I can say, something I am quite glad I haven't experienced in a long time. Because it's deeply uncomfortable. What is this even? Oh, I hate it. I hate it. You were talking about that CDC advice. Oh! Well, I mean, that does sound... Okay, that sounds like more like something I would say. I say pretty lucid while drunk. Been the most smashed in my group, and also the one who talks us out of fights with randoms. I would hate that, because I can be lucid drunk, but I have no patience. And even less now. The biggest drawback to using a basic metal as cave base is the sound of metal is super apparent and it sucks. I guess, I wonder what there are ways to work around that, but it just seems like they'd be a giant pain in the butt. Hey Melon, how you doing? Also, congratulations on the platinum. Yo. Just low-key platin LBP3 like nobody's business? It's all that distorted guitar. No hiding from that. Are you still feeling a certain kind of way about Metallica Hive? I'm doing better. Went out to the protest and it was... It's hard to say it was good because it was necessary, if that makes sense. Like, it was good that there was a pretty decent showing considering that it was at a pretty tiny station. Like, my home station's pretty small. Definitely more people showed up and more varied people showed up than show up for, like, our trans protests. The protest, by the way, was about, the immigration detention centers here in Japan, and they are not good. I mean, I knew they were not good, but, like, it bears saying that why is the rock bouncy? They're really bad. So this group is kind of trying to raise awareness of that and get people interested in, like, hey, maybe not killing foreigners quite as often in your detention centers just because they've overstayed their visas. You know, you could try that, Japan. I don't know, like, how much effect it'll have, but yeah, they're bad. Like, the detention center, the entire immigration situation here is very not great, particularly for refugees. But, yeah, like, it's another one of these things where the government's like, oh yeah, no, we'll definitely reform it. We're super gonna get on that. Just trust us. We've already reformed it. You just didn't notice. And it's like, yeah, okay, but no, actually. Detention centers sound like what we've been doing here with bipartisan support, no less. I mean, it's fairly well supported here. Like, even by the general public. It's not a problem that I generally have to deal with because I'm both American and very white, but Japan's got some racism problems. Yeah, so not a lot of the public really cares about the issue. I happy all went well at the protest. So I was just kind of catching up a couple of things on the side. Yeah, like I mean, they went as well as you could hope. Like there was at least some interest from people on the street, like coming into and out of the station. They were taking our flyers, which is again a lot more than they do when we do similar demonstrations for trans issues. I do feel some kinds of ways about that, but you know, small successes are successes. Nobody gave us any hard time, which was appreciated, because that has happened periodically. Somebody decides to come up and have a talk, but again, that's at the trans demos, not the refugee demos. Had a lot of interest from the police, which was not fun, but that happens at every like demonstration, every protest, because you can't. There's almost always a cop shop like right next to stations of even small stations will often have a cop shop next to them. And Asagaya is like it's small by the standards of say like Shinjuku, but it's a decent sized station. So there's like a cop shop like right there. And yeah, they were all just like leaning out, taking a look at us, rotating, just being there. They didn't come over, which I appreciated, but they were definitely like we were the zoo entry for the night, and they definitely had our eyes on us they had their eyes on us the entire time. Which does this is a completely side thing, but I saw a routine traffic stop the other day while I was doing my groceries, so this was actually yesterday. They had 10 cops. They had 10 cops at this traffic stop. Like, they ain't got nothing to do. They got nothing to do. There was like a mob of them. They were like all surrounding the car. They had to redirect traffic because they were standing in the road. Do you have to inform the police to do so-called legal protests? Yes, you do. Or you'll be met with punishments. Yeah, it sucks, and like it's one thing. It's a big issue that I do have with protests here. Although, like, I understand why it's a thing because the police will meet these things with overbearing force. The riots that were in Nishinari, I think it was late 90s maybe or early 2000s. I think it was the last like kind of quote unquote big riots in Japan. It was a bunch of day laborers in Nishinari-ku, which is Osaka baby hometown. But that's where like all the day laborers live, and they weren't riots to start with. But the police had to get their nose in there, and it just blossomed into this lovely thing and became a part of history for why Osaka is such a dangerous town. Now, when I say riots, like please don't like get in your mind like what was happening in the U.S. say in like 2020. Not anything quite so cinematic, but definitely more than you would expect for Japan. Hive says, I'm a fan of this domestic courses. What's this course about? Video showing off the instructor's artwork examples and a portrait of Trump, which is just an orange-skinned, faceless man with Trump's hair and an anus for a mouth. Oh my god. I love that. But the side of that is that because you got to get like police permission for this stuff, like it's very constrained as to where you can be and what you can do, and even to some extent like what you can say. So like when we had when we did the Pride Day march, the Pride Fest march, which that's a whole different thing. That's a whole side. I don't want to talk about that. But they were like adamant that we couldn't say anything about the government. Like we could talk about, like, we could demand or politely request like human rights, but we couldn't say like the Abe government is a bag of shit that just tramples over the human rights of anybody in its way. Like, because specifying that it was the Abe government was verboten. Call says I need some sleep before a doctor's appointment in like 3 hours. Call, sleep! Sleep, please! I... It's probably going to be more difficult to sleep now that I've shouted at you, so please call sleep. Have some tea if you need it, the chamomile or whatever it is that helps you, but yes, Quill will tuck you in so hard. And he did it. It is. It very much is. And I think it's a major contributor to this image, even within Japan, of Japan being like apolitical when it's not apolitical. There are people that have an interest in these things and want things done. When they did the national security law, this is going back maybe like 2014, 2015, but the turnouts for those protests were like huge because it was a state secret law, and a lot of people were like, hey, that's pretty fash. Hey, we tried something like that, back during World War II. Maybe we don't want to do it again. But just the fact that it's extremely difficult to do like real protests like that really cause issues and force people to look at what you're doing and force people to engage with what you're saying, without just being scooped up immediately. Let me find my lullaby albums. I tucked in someone so hard they couldn't move at all, and I'll do it to you. Politely request human rights is such a funny sentence in a very dark... Oh, it is. It very much is, Melangard. But it's like... It does feel like that's the extent of what we can do. And just kind of... It's frustrating. It really is. And it's hard for me, although my feelings to an extent should be taken into account because I do live here, but like I'm not Japanese and I don't have that degree of stake in politics here, and I certainly don't have like the political background or the cultural background to really dig into a lot of this stuff. But it's very frustrating because like we do these demonstrations and nobody pays attention to us, and the best we could do is like hope to change people's voting patterns, but nobody really votes because the way that things are rigged up here, it's extremely difficult for the LDP to lose. So most people who are against the LDP are like, well, why even bother, because our votes just will not be counted. And the people who are for the LDP, well, they're for the LDP, so, fuck us. You can't annoy a politician with pots and pans so hard they decide to make it a no-no. God, we'd probably be sent to prison. You know how things happen like with the Sydney BLM protests. What happened with those? Because I don't know. We fudge. I spent so long talking that we actually got to the 1 hour point. I want to do one more level before I take my break. So, and then we'll jump into the create mode. Papa and Buddy Girl said, to be honest, would love to see a PC port for this game. I love the custom maps. Papa and Buddy Girl, I don't know if there's a shorter version of your name for me to use, but welcome to the chat. It's lovely to have you here. I hope that life is treating you very, very kindly. And a PC version of this game would be extremely neat, but I would worry a little bit about like just unleashing this to the entire world. If it helps, I go by Emily. Emily, it is lovely to have you here tonight. And I do hope that you are having a wonderful night. No more stress on your plate than you feel like you can deal with. Hive says the police followed the protest for the entirety of the event, and when the people were going home, they trapped everyone at the train station, prevented them from boarding trains, beat them up and pepper sprayed them for 2 hours for being in close proximity during a time. Oh my... Whoa. Ooh. Ooh, wow. Oh, I hate every word about that. Chances are less than 0, but still higher than Dream's PC. The burn. Kronos the burn. Yeah, the way Dreams is hashed out has had a lot of people feel in an awful lot of ways. Oh, I saw the thing and I didn't read it. Let me quick scroll up. Cannonball jellyfish have several nicknames, including Cabbage Head Jellyfish and Jellyhead. I kind of love that. May I ask you, why you would be kind of wary about a PC port for this game? I mean, mostly it's just the, like, general public, I guess? I mean, we already get some pretty edgelord levels with just the small LBP community. So it's less about, like, this game in specific and more about gamers in general. Now look here, you Jellyhead. Jellyhead is a lovely name. It would be cool, though. I love the fact that, like, almost 15 years on, and this game, you couldn't say that it's going strong. That would be a lie, I think. But, like, it's still going, which is kind of shocking. And the fact that it's going well enough that people are setting up their own private servers so they could play LBP 1 and 2 is... it's very heartening to see. Emily says, I actually got this on PS4 recently for Christmas. I played it a bit. I love the custom maps, even, not even the base map, but the custom maps are so cool. I love the community stuff in this game. The story mode is, I wouldn't say particularly great. It has its issues. But what the community's put together is just fabulous. I wish I was doing a better job showing off, like, this level, because I'm playing it terribly. But I'm kind of juggling 3 different conversations at the same time. Oh god, these spikes are awful. I thought this was supposed to be the easy path. Like, this is the path without trophies, so I figured it would be easy. Clan here is a short form for the Ku Klux Klan. Is an American hate group. I'm not sure where you are, so... And you don't have to tell us, by the way. Like, I don't want you to dox yourself, but, Yeah, it's a hate group in the U.S. We've been talking about protests and how they take different forms in different countries. Yes. Thank you, Hive. There are no lethal book ghosts, so this is indeed the easy path. The timing... Yo, what is the timing on these spikes, though? I thought it was 1, 2, 3, pause, 1, 2, 3, pause, but this is not the case. There is too much running back and forth to get to the, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's 4 and pause. 2, 3, 4. I was wondering because I have a personal chat filter on my Twitch, a SEPTA filter, not safe for work messages, and for some reason Twitch filtered it under that, as opposed to another thing. Okay. I don't know if your chat filter is like run through Twitch's automod, but Twitch's automod can be pretty weird about the things that it picks up. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Okay. I was really worried that it was going to be 5 on that one. We do tend to run into a lot of trouble with the automod. Like it tends to tag a lot of things that are related to trans, which is kind of an issue because I'm trans and there are other trans kids in the chat, and it's like sometimes we want to talk about that. And we have to convince automod once again that these are not like slurs. Twitch's automod is jail someone for the use of crybaby. This is true. I don't know how I feel about this level. Oh my god! No! Oh, why would you not show me that there was a checkpoint there? Level creator, why would you do that to me? I thought I was gonna go all the way back to the top. And I was gonna be salty? Woohoo! Let's hear it for the trans kids in chat. Which includes me? Am I in chat? Do I count as in chat? Oh, I hate that. I hate everything about that. You've got an invisible checkpoint that is a limited life checkpoint, so I have no idea how many lives I got left. I hate it. You're right, I can post in chat. Oh god. Oh please, just... This level though. This level is a lot. Trans folks find each other. Like, it's true though. It's like we got some sonar. Camera zones? Did they forget to load in something? I gotta type something in chat. Hold on a second. I typed something in chat. Oh! I say, there's meant to be a reason on screen. I know! What is this level? Why did it do this to us? But yeah, I kind of had mental health reasons why I have a few things filtered, but not everything. It's a really nice feature where I think you can customize your own chat experience. Like, that's super valid. Like, not gonna... I would throw 0% shade on anybody filtering for their own mental health. Like, that's understandable. TERFs have been on the garbage about the link between trans and autistic ADHD identities. I got the triple threat. I've got some TERF to put the TERFs in the ground. That's a metaphor for burial. I'm not good with violent threats. I'm just, like, good at violent side-eye, which you don't really get the effect of without the webcam, which I don't have. This level has cursed and confounded me. But I don't know what this material is, but it's gorgeous. This is gorgeous material, at the very least. I suppose for given value of trends, given that I'm NB. I'm the NB. Turf should go under the turf. That's what I was going for. Turfs are lucky I can't do real tangible curses. I mean, you could probably swear so hard that it hurt someone. Oh, Panda's name is Quill. She hasn't changed her screen name, but it's the name that she goes by. I'm gonna one of these. I should do like a pinned list or something. This level broke me. Well, I broke the level, I guess. I hate it. I mean, I don't hate that level, but I hate that it broke on us that way. What could I do? I could put on like some music, because I do want to take a break and get a little bit of a stretch in before I go into create mode. Actually, let me quick check. Quill, are you planning to hop out in the next like 10 minutes? Because if you're gonna stick around for at least 10 minutes or so, I'll go into create mode when I get back from break. If you feel like you need to go to bed earlier, you're gonna be here for a while. Excellent. Then what I'll do is I'll find a music level to put on while I'm on my break. Ooh, nice. I don't know what you got off and you don't got off. Oh! That's why you were talking about Anzac Day! I thought this was just some kind of like random thing. Like you just wanted to talk about Anzac biggies. You know, just for the fun of it. You lucky ducks. I ain't got tomorrow off. I gotta go into work. I gotta see these people without their masks, being all sick. It's the season to imbibe the military snacks. Look, I know I do that maybe 70% of the time, but this is one of the 30% of the time that I didn't randomly jump into a topic without context. I appreciate that. Okay, let me toss on some tunes. Oh, this is actually a good song. And I'll be back in like, actually probably closer to like 5 or 6 minutes, but let me just get a stretch on, and I will leave things in Kronos and Hive's very capable hands. Alright, we are back, we are stretched, we are orange juiced. Okay, how do I... Okay, I wasn't sure if I was... No, I need to exit this, though. How do I exit? I don't need to start the song again. I just need to stop the song. Fine. Fine, be that way. I'm not drinking an extra cup of coffee. I am going to be a very good squirrel and not drink that extra cup of coffee. It was nice to have a song that lasted length of the break. Usually it doesn't. Did that work? Did I add the level? Uh-oh. Please don't crash the game. I just want to put this level in a playlist. LBP's been very weird recently. I'm afraid to do anything when you got this... The level already exists in the playlist. Then why do you say that there's only one level in there? I just want to put this level in the playlist. So you have chosen death. You're not wrong though, Kronos. Anytime the spinny earth is in the corner, like, I don't want to do anything because I'm afraid that it's gonna corrupt something. The profile's gonna explode. Please, spinny earth, go away. I ask so precious little of you. The game is getting slower with loading these days. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, and that worries me. Oh, by the way, Quill, I saw your message, and let me ask, is that, would you like us to continue using Quill for you, or would you like to test out the feel of this possible new, like, given name, or... Because... Hi, brain meats. Like, my brain meats just stopped completely there. That was wonderful. Because I'm happy to do either, and I think that everybody here would be as well. Okay, I'm just gonna back out and risk it. I'll risk it all for the biscuit. The Anzac biscuit. Is that what Fred Durst was singing about? Was he singing about the Anzac biscuit? I bet he was. Fred. Low-key supporter of the Anzac? Please don't crash. Please, I'm begging you. I am literally begging you. I am on my hands and knees. This is not true. I'm on my butt. But I need you to not crash. Kronos says, one day it'll continue spinning faster and faster to the point where it becomes a perpetual source of heat and extinguish all life in the universe. I mean... Sumo could aspire to so much. Let me put on some music here. Oh yeah, the song, by the way, that got tagged for copyright, Hive, was a fifth of Beethoven, except it was listed as some Korean song, which I've never heard before. It was picked up by the Korean recording company. That certainly wasn't the song that was in that video. And there was no way for me to... There was no way for me to dispute the copyright claim because, like, this is not the media that you have selected was not an option. Now it doesn't do anything to my video because my videos aren't monetized anyways, but it did make me really think, like, I don't think it would be possible for a person to make any kind of money on YouTube anymore, because they're just, everything's gonna be auto copyright claimed. I always forget to pause before I actually do that. There we go. Okay, now, Quill, if you're here... Oh, what has Discord done? Oh wait, oh that's Discord. Okay, I thought it was Twitch. What has Discord done this time? Quill, if you're about, I haven't gotten the coffee maker to actually pour the coffee yet, but I have gotten the hamster wheel, and I've got it mostly set up. But these hamsters will run along with you. The new Discord mobile layout automatically assigns emojis to channels based on their names. Fucking yikes from a tweet on this. That sounds weird as... Oh god. Oh god! No! Wait. Is it like the puzzle box as in the lament configuration? Or is it like the puzzle piece as in the Autism Speaks folks? Look at their legs! It's the puzzle. Oh, I hate that. I hate every single word about that. But this is what I got going for the final section, Kronos. So the layer launcher, not layer launcher, the last bounce pad that we had in the section that's in the actual level. So that's gonna send you up here, right? So we're gonna come across. We got one set of moving pillars. Oh, Claire, it is wonderful to see you. I hope you're doing very well tonight. That was my bad. I muffed that jump. I might need to move those ones down a little bit. So they go directly to another set of moving pillars that are going up and down. Now we're gonna get up here, and this is gonna pop forward. So this gray bit here is gonna be like the back wall. This is gonna pop forward. Right, so now we're blocked. But when that pops forward, this is gonna pop back. So we ride the pillar down and hop over to this new section. I don't know what this red bit was. I have no idea what this red bit was. I put it in like 2 days ago and I've forgotten completely. Some kind of hazard. But we got these spoopy ghosts. And they are on a neat little rotation and cross. Missed that jump. That's my fault. So we're gonna have a back wall bit here, and there's gonna be like a balcony, so there's gonna be a window so that you can see the character. We come out. We got some book bounces. Hello, book bounces. Yes, thank you. Got the gonna pull this switch, and this switch is gonna move this back into the layer again, which lets us get back up here. Go over to these rising pillars. And for some reason that jump is not working. There's something in, like, I've got it blocked off for somehow. But the rising pillars will take us up to the roof, And then we'll have the eye is going to be here. And it'll get knocked off its chain, and it's going to fall all the way down. Excuse me? Where's my blocking? Wait, what happened to my blocking? Oh, that's because it's invisible. So the eye is going to be here, it's going to get knocked out off its chain, it's going to fall down. And it'll hit the platform, and that'll break the glass, and the player can go to the scoreboard. Now, I haven't quite figured how the player's going to get back down. I guess just having the player drop would be fine. Like, just follow the path of the ball. I mean, the way I'm seeing it is just that, like, there's so much in the level already. Oh my god, Hiruna, you're leaving! I'm so sorry, I didn't notice it. If you already left, I apologize, but please do sleep well. I hope that you only have good dreams tonight. I hope that you wake up beautiful. I'm sure that you'll wake up beautiful because you've gone to sleep beautiful, so it's just, like, it's going to be a consistent state. Your status is not going to change with one night's sleep. Quill, that is super understandable. I would be more than happy and am, in fact, quite honored that you would consider chatting with me about that before kind of opening it up. Like, that means a lot to me. But whatever direction that you want to go with on that, 100%. You've got my support, and I'm sure that you've got everybody else's. I was asking about the Discord thing. Is it an Android thing? I've just updated my iOS Discord mobile app, and I'm not seeing channels having automatic emojis. Okay, so I mean, I don't have it either, but I don't have any channels anymore. I don't think. I think it's, like, my Discord is completely private. Private. In the sense that it's just used for private DMs. And I don't know, like, I spent that whole time explaining this thing to you, Kronos, and you are not here. Now I'm gonna have to explain the whole thing when Kronos gets back. Could be also the Discord mods can turn down. Oh, you're here. Well, what do you think, Kronos? I get you. You are the level designer in the chat. No? Oh, I mean, I was just thinking. Oh, right. You're right. You're right. I was halfway through it. So my feeling is, like, the level's already pretty chunky. And this final section is not exactly small. So to make the player backtrack, like, even if it's a more interesting backtrack because things have been broken up and everything, like, it seems like a little bit of a lot to ask. And also, if I just have the player drop down, that means less for me to build. But I also don't know if a simple drop is satisfying. So that's one kind of question that I've got in my mind. Well, I mean, I could definitely teleport them. I'm just wondering if it would be funnier if they are actually, like, pushed off the edge. Like, by one of the characters that's up here. I mean, what I could do is, like, have the player drop in, like, a movie and have a cut, so you just see the beginning and the end of the drop. and like basically just teleport them when they're quote-unquote off screen because of the cut. I'm just wondering if that would be satisfying to the player. Because this is a pretty significant drop when you look at it. Like, they're gonna be in the air for a while. Well, you're going down, so there isn't a whole lot of platforming, even if you do add some. I mean, that is true. And they could just, like... I mean, they could just choose to just jump down. One thing I would need to do... because I'm turning off manual drop. Like, yeah, manual drop off of platforms, so I'd have to make sure that if I did include any platforming, that they absolutely would be able to get down from it. Like, they wouldn't end up stuck somewhere. Because they wouldn't be able to, for example, like, if they landed here, they wouldn't be able to drop down from the front. Although I do think I'm probably I'm over worrying that point. But I'm kind of liking it. You know what's kind of shocking is that this took like all of maybe an hour and a half. The ghosts came in later, but everything except for the ghosts took me probably like an hour and a half to put together. If the player watches the cutscene, they'll definitely see the endpoint, so you'll need minimal signposting. This is true. This is very true. I love these ghosts. These ghosts turned out so well. I am, kind of as a side note, but I'm wondering if, not having the ghosts chase the player, except when they're gonna kill the player, would be a good idea. Look at these cute little guys. Look at them. Yeah. What the? I wish I knew what the heck I was doing with this. Clearly I had in mind something. The red strip is the secret ingredient. I hope not, because I don't know what it's supposed to be. I literally have no idea what I was thinking of. I still haven't figured out where the turret ghost is gonna go. And I'm gonna tell you a secret. This is a secret. I've grown to kind of hate those turret ghosts. Like, I'm proud of them. Like, they're an interesting and cool build. But they're such a pain in the butt. Like, they're such an absolute pain in the butt. I wouldn't mind getting a team pick. Just one. That would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind getting a team pick for this level, because I'm putting a lot into it. I'm pretty proud of what we already got done. Unsurprisingly, I always feel a sense of dread whenever they're on the screen. Is that about the turret ghosts or about the team picks? Because I feel like it could go either way. The ghosts. Yeah, like... It's one of those issues of, like, function following form, where, like, I chose, and I'm set on using those books as the actual shot, but that means I have to account for how those books act, and oh gosh, are they a pain in the ass. Because they need a not insignificant amount of space. Which means it's like, it's really kind of dicky where I put them. Where they have to have enough space to be firing. And also, they have to have kind of like enough space to make aesthetic sense. And I want to keep them because they're thematically appropriate. And I like the effect, but they do constrain, like, what I'm doing. And if I do any other levels with projectiles, I am not screwing around with custom projectiles again. Like, it's gonna be straight up rockets and plasma. Just stuff that's in the kit. I figured at the very least we could have like a turret ghost here. We've got some places where like the players got cover and had that idea of like chasing the ghost. And I'm thinking like the ghost backs up here. Let me make like a fakey ghost just for a moment. Well, that's going to be a different level. But the ghost, like, backs up here and somehow triggers this wall section. I haven't thought, like, maybe, I don't know, like, putting a button over here or something that the ghost bumps into. And then the ghost is like, oh, ha ha ha, you can't get me, but then realizes that, like, also can't shoot the player because the wall's in the way, and then gets snarky and runs away. And then comes back for revenge. Maybe something I could do right now while I'm just kind of like letting the noodle run is figure out what's going on with this section. That keeps on blocking my jump. Let's pull this out. Okay, for one thing, that's getting stuck. So that's gotta change. Oh, I know what, I think I know what part of the problem there is. Beyond the fact that this is too far over. Simasen! Well, I mean, it's... Thank you, Kronos. It's a prototype, but the more that I can get finished here, the less of a problem it's going to be when I actually put it in the level. I think part of the issue was that this bit is too low. So let's try it like that. I always like pull my jumps back, and I don't know why I do that. It makes it hard to playtest. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what the problem was. So the extra height that they get when they're in this box, because I had the box stopped too low, they weren't actually... They were breaking out of the box and not getting the extra jump height they needed to actually get out. If you're directly bringing this into the level, then technically it isn't a prototype anymore. I mean, you're not wrong. You are in fact not wrong. If I can get this done, Kronos, like, I don't want to say it's smooth sailing because I think that's asking for trouble, but it's significantly smoother sailing than it's been, because this is just like, this is the last bit. Everything after this is playtesting, setting up cameras, doing decorations, but like things that I have a pretty good handle on, because it's basically stuff I already do for my hubs. I want this level to be done. As proud of it as I may be, and I am pretty proud of it, but I'm ready for the level to be finished. Oh, you silly... Poop. I was gonna say, where the hell did that go? I thought we lost the grass. We need like a plinth. Like a platform. I'm just thinking of how much of a drag it'll be to implement the cinematography for the drop, let alone the drop itself. I mean, it's gonna be a lot. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a lot. I did do like a very basic mock-up of what the drop might look like, but I'm not super happy with it. It doesn't seem like it has the same bounce that you had in when you did the effect in Chapter 0, and I'm not sure how you got that effect. What are you following? Oh, right, it's... yeah, give me like give me a sec. Oh, it's not, it won't play like the yelping sound and the banging sound at the same time? Oh, that makes me very sad. No, Quill, please. Please, like 100% all means. By all means. Let me show Kronos the platforms. These are what the platforms look like. They're bolted into the wall, so they don't just like go flying off. So they'll actually kind of like rotate in the direction that they've been hit. And that's basically all I did to him, besides put the destroyer on him. Should I make them bouncy? I think I used an anti-grav that turns off on impact. Impact with the tag, right? Won't that make the platform just like drop straight down though? Let me try that. That feels kind of different. What if we did this? Okay, that's not what we wanted. Put a wedge up top in an angle to see how it reacts to that. Oh! Okay, would probably help if we actually put it in the drop path. Give the panels bounciness, not the eye. They can both be bouncy if you want. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, that's right. Because we only want them bouncy if they're in contact with the eyeball. It's not a big deal, and it might be something that would be better that I shelve, because now consider, right, like I do have, it's got to be going in an area that doesn't have those platforms like built in yet. So if I were to add in a bunch of those platforms, like, I have to think, is there that space to do that? And the answer might be no. But we are at the 2-hour point, and I really want to take a look at the DMs that Quill sent me as well. So I'm going to take my 5-minute break now, get myself a bit of a stretch, get myself a bit of water, peep those DMs, and I will leave the chat in. See you tomorrow, everyone. I mean, tomorrow's Tuesday, yo. Tuesday's not a stream day. Now, I know we had this conversation like last year where I got Wednesday and Thursday mixed up, and I thought in my heart of hearts that we had been streaming forever on Wednesdays, when in fact that had been years ago. But this one I'm sure about. We don't stream on Tuesdays. But I am going to take that break. I will be back quick. Yes. Alright, I am back. Unfortunately, that song didn't keep us for the entire break, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I might just not worry too much about the bounciness. Just let the ball fall straight down. It might be the easiest thing just for how the level's set up, as it is at the moment. Gotcha! That's not what we wanted. That's not what we wanted at all. Why did you do that? I ended up picking up a completely random game on Steam. Well, what did you get? What did you get? Is it exciting? I bet it's exciting. It's called Recore, and I've never heard of it in my life. I don't think I'm familiar with that either. Oh god! Wait, I thought that was Mighty 9. Isn't Mighty 9 the Inafune game that just didn't go anywhere? But he made Mega Man. How could he fail? The man is a genius. I am being facetious here, by the way. Like, don't anybody get too worried. He also nearly destroyed Capcom. It did flop, but not to Mighty 9 levels. Wait, is that the game that he was, like, wasn't he siphoning money from the Mighty 9 Kickstarter to do another game? Is that game? The most interesting thing that can be said about Recore is it's a big game that's made in Unity. That's not a strong selling point, but, you know. I guess Inafune do Inafune? I will go to bat for certain parts only of Recore. Oh my gosh, like this thing is huge. You my friend are huge. I find myself continually stunned at how much you love Lost Planet. Or Lost Planet 2. I feel like we played completely different games. Wait, what are you? You are some kind of object. Like, what is that even? Oh, it's that. Didn't I name that? Lost Planet 2 is great. Lost Planet 2 is also Lost Planet 2. Lost Planet 2 is a lot. I did not have I did not have fabulous experiences with Lost Planet 2. Oh shit. Recore so far feels like a modest experience. Feels like a chunky niche title from the PS3 era. You know, though, like, not gonna lie, I kind of feel like we could use more games like that. It's chunky, it's niche, it was sold as a big event. Ope. Ope. Ain't that a problem? We just don't have any anymore. Well, I mean, that's maybe saying a little bit too much, but, like, I don't feel like... Maybe I don't want anything from AAA games, honestly, but I don't feel like we really see that style of game anymore. It's quite rough around the edges, but it does look like an honest attempt to show me an experience. Show me an experience! That was an honest attempt to do Jerry Maguire. I haven't played any of Plague Tale, and that's a fault on me. Wanted Dead rules. I don't know what those are. Why are your eyes not blinky anymore? I hate the fact that your eyes are not blinky anymore. You have failed me. At what point does a modest mid-budget game stop being a modest mid-budget game when the current game consoles can barely run it because it's that graphically intense? Wait, are you talking about are you are you talking about oh god, give me a second here. My brain is just not working anymore. Plague Tale? A Plague Tale 2 is apparently quite a heavy game. It's by the Microsoft Flight Dev Sims, so it makes sense. Wait, the Plague Tale is done by the Microsoft Flight Dev Sims? Folks? Like, what the hell? That's weird. Is that weird? That feels weird. Actually, like... No! Why did you do that? It's not the piece that I wanted. Why does it always do that? It's so weird. You know, that's not untrue. Quill is speaking the truth here. We also have frogwares and spiders and a bunch of other devs that make mid-budget games that get drowned out by all the AAA and indie darling games. Do we? And like that's also I'm not trying to be snarky. Like I guess I really don't. I guess I'm just not following enough of the industry anymore. Much like Neko Navy. I love it. Also, Wanted Dead is the new game by Soleil, which is like a former Dead and Alive and Ninja Gaiden people. It's like an action game, but it's several different things, and it's also story goes places. It features an Australian narrator that talks about ramen for one scene and is never heard of again? I don't know how to even begin responding to that, but I kinda love it. I love it. I think I love it. I don't know if I should love it, but I do. Where are my trees? Yo, where are my trees hiding? Its tone is like slightly self-aware, but serious. Like Steven Seagal plus Z-list supernatural movie, you find it... What the hell? You had me until you said Steven Seagal, and now I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that. Wait, is the... Hold on a second. Is the ramen in Recore, or is the ramen in Plague Tale? Because I thought the ramen was in Plague Tale. Now I'm like super confused. Ramen is in Wanted Dead. God damn it, how many games do we have ramen showing up in? I hope there's a ramen scene in Recore. That'd be rad. I mean, it seems like it would be pretty rad. I could go with rad. No, I don't want to capture anything right now. What's your idea for the eye, Kronos? Right now, I'm just making a scene of the eye resting. You are so weird. Like, oh, I think I know why it's doing that. I think it's because I used the advanced glue. Is that the issue? Is it an advanced glue issue? Okay, so when the eye breaks the glass, make it keep falling off screen. If the player decides for some reason to reach the ground level, you can see the eye slightly wedged in the floor just sleeping. I like that. I'm trying to think of like where the ground is in context here. Because remember, we are on a... these are like floating towers. So... because for that to work, right? Like, you need the player to actually... not see the eye from the scoreboard. Like from the scoreboard area, so that it would reward a player who decided to get goofy. I've got an idea. Like I see where you're going, and I like it a lot. Actually, like I think it's super cute, and I kind of like it better than my original idea, considering the the narrative function of the eye. I think that your idea ultimately is a happier ending to the story. So now I'm just like, I'm imagining in my mind like what's under the platform in front of the scoreboard, where it could land. Wait, did I accidentally get rid of the logic? Isco, what do you... You did. You did. Because you're a goof. Because you're a goofy girl. And that's okay. The scoreboard is like... it's kind of part way up. I'm having a bit of a hard time remembering exactly where. Because didn't we think to shift the scoreboard down so the player saw it earlier? Quill, you sleep super well. I hope that you only have good dreams. I hope that you got no stress in your life. Or at least no more stress than you can handle. If it's ground level, then this idea won't work. Well, it might work. It would just need a little bit more work, but I kind of feel like it would be worth it. It's not at the... like, the scoreboard is... I'm going off purely from memory, but, you know, I don't have to go from memory. I could just go and check. So why don't we do that? Let me just peep one thing. Oh god. Let me just make this static. Now we can peep one thing. This is a very sleepy scoreboard. It's had a busy day. All these poor ghosts also just sweating away, just slaving. And it's not a scoreboard, it's an eyeball. Just sweating away, slaving to get this eyeball. Why is everybody's like... Why is everybody's sweat going in the wrong direction? Why do you do this to me, game? Why do you make me suffer? What did I just do? Oh, I fudged that up. God bless it. Wait, your sweat is still going in the wrong direction, you goofballs! Why do you do this to me? Okay, who is what? Who is where? You are that one. Okay. Game is gonna give me Ajita. Why is it gotta give me Ajita? You're gonna give me Ajita too. My grandmother would be so pleased. Mima would be so pleased because she knows I deserve it. Because I was a mamach as a child. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Alright. Last thing we gotta do is just set this up so that it will float like everybody does in the sewers of Derry. Because the clown is a jerk. Clown is jerk. Oh my god. Please just give me strength. Look at that! It's like a little diorama. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Conbenched cray. For real though. I could use a little bit of con benning. I love it. I love it. This is gorgeous. Alright, let's save this. Get this saved. We're gonna go into the other thing that will surely crash the game and make everything explode. Don't speak that evil into the world, Kronos. Do not call up that which you cannot put down, especially not on my profile, in front of my salad. I can't do the proper voice for that. Like there's a certain level of shock and dismay that is required for that line delivery. Alright, let's zoop over. We will do the zooping. This is actually good because I've got to I gotta fix some ghosts. Because I screwed up this. And I consistently screwed it up too, so... Well, I mean, that's not so weird considering I just, like... I've been using the same ghosts, but... It does kind of cheese me off. After I went out of my way to make a really nice version of the ghosts... No, not Cloud. Silly bitch. What are you thinking? Tell me you did not fudge that up. If I change these to Cloud, I will scream. Thank you. No Cloud ghosts. I could put in a Cloud ghost. You deserve it for all the hard work you've done on this level. And that's not even a joke. Like this level would not be what it's going to be if it hadn't been for your ideas. I hope you're proud of that. Like, again, not a joke. Like I hope that you feel some degree of pride for like massively helping. I got a Cloud Ghost as a payment, so that's pretty good. Yeah, see, okay, so the scoreboard is pretty close to the entrance of this section. 'Cause originally we had the scoreboard I think, up here. And we'd kind of talked about, well, wouldn't it be good to kind of give more of a foreshadowing of what the scoreboard's deal was going to be? And so we moved it down so the players would see it sooner. So what we could do is like we could have, right, think about this. Let me do this in sticker panel. What we could do is, instead of having like the scoreboard break or anything like that, have the scoreboard tilt down. Well, we need. Hold on, let me think. Like I'm thinking like we could put something down here, you know? That wouldn't be all that difficult to do. And then we could have like the eye finally come to a rest like here. And that's far enough down that if we set the cameras up right in this section, the players wouldn't really notice it. And if we play the cards right here, no. Like, do you mean the front layer of this section or the front layer of the level? Because the answer is no to both of them, but exactly which layer it's in is going to be different. It is, if we imagine like the front active layer of the level of stop that, rewind. If we think of like the front active layer of the platform section as layer 1, then the platform that leads to the scoreboard is layer 3. Okay. You DM me up anything that you feel fit. Well, okay, that's opening up a whole possible can of worms. Use your discretion to DM me something that you think would be relevant. Not that I imagine that you would DM me anything arrow, but you know. I'll take a peep at it in just a sec. I made those books go too high. I made those books go too low. But these books, they're perfect. Oh, so like have it bounce forward a layer? That's kind of a neat idea. Yeah, we could do something with that. I love that you got the little Zeds. It's so cute. Oh my god, that's darling. All right. So, I think like I think I got except for these freaking things. God bless the freaking turrets. I think I'm getting a fairly good handle on what I want to be doing. And that makes me really happy. Despite the blue platform being moved, what I'd usually do in that drawn section is always there, just invisible. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That's a way to go about it. So while the eye falls out of frame, technically the sleeping eye is a different object. Oh my god. That is fancy as hell. Think back to my stage 1 boss fight. When it leaves the frame and flies to the background to fire missiles, the one in the back is actually a copy, while the real one is being moved off screen to make it look like it looped back into place. This is the sauce. Basically, this lets you do less work. I'm here for less work. Yo, what happened here? What? Why you gotta be like this, game? Sometimes you do weird things, game, and I don't know how I feel about that, game. Why do you have to be difficult, game? I wish I'd thought of some hazardous floors. Another example is in Nier Automata. When the terrain completely changes, it's 99% likely they simply had another variant of the open world prepared, as opposed to physically moving every single piece of data in real time. That's pretty smart. That's pretty fancy. These devs with their fancy book learning, I tell ya. They probably went to schools in New York City. New York City? Get a rope. Oh. Oh. That's an idea. I could just have I could have a turret What I learned in level dev for LBP is that it's all one big magic trick to convince your audience that a lot more is happening. I'm so bad at that. Like, I'm awful at that. Oh. See, I was thinking, like, how do we keep the player... What? Didn't I just put a thing with a window here? What the heck? Did you fall off? Probably. I was thinking, like, how can I keep the player on the actual monkey bars? And then I thought, like, you could just have some ghosts shooting at the player the entire time. Like, I could put a turret ghost here. I mean, you're you're right, but like, it would be kind of weird for gravity to kill them in this section, because usually gravity is when there's a pretty significant drop. Um, Basically, I had gravity set up any place that the player would drop beyond what they could get back to. Mostly so they didn't see the bottom of the level too much. But I want them to... Okay, so they're gonna monkey bars out to here, and then they're gonna drop, and then here, well, not here, but like here, is gonna be the empty room. And myself will be in the empty room and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, princess. Your score bubbles are in a different castle," and chat to the player. And then if the player's collected all of the secret books, well, they're gonna get teleported back once I finish talking to them. They're gonna get teleported back to here. And if the player has found all the secret books, then this window will be destroyed. And there'll be... Wait, was it this window? Shoot, I don't remember. Where did I hide all the score bubbles? I think it was going to be this window. This window will be destroyed, and there'll be a whole bunch of score bubbles in here, and the player can just go back and get them. But if the player hasn't gotten all of the hidden books, then this will be locked, and they will just look at the they will look at the score bubbles and be like, "Aw, dip, I can't get those score bubbles." I'm not gonna give the player 0 points. Kronos, please no. Kronos, please no. That would be evil. Even for me, I couldn't do that. Be like, "Oh, no points for you." So that's what it's looking like. I mean, I think we're not on the verge, because even after we get the main build finished, like, there's still a lot of steps of tidying, and there's a little bit of playtesting. There's like one ghost. There's like one shooty ghost that I'm really not super pleased with. My idea would be falling below the level where it's pitch black with a ghost and a campfire saying, "Oh look, another one." I mean, that's cute. That's cute, but I kind of like the idea of putting an empty room in all of the levels that I make from the future. I kind of like that chance of semi in-world, like talking to the player. And since the last two levels that I did that with the archive level and then the presentation practice, both of those empty rooms were filled with score bubbles. So the subversion this time is that there's going to be nothing in the empty room, or maybe like one score bubble. And the actual reward will be if they've gotten all the books. But yeah, like I'm actually pretty proud of this. I was just gonna say, like we have hit the 3 hour point, so we are gonna put a start to put a bow on the stream. This was a really good stream. Definitely needed something like this. Nice and chill. Got to do a little bit of a heavier discussion, but I have not. I'm really not going to worry about that section until the gameplay section is done with, because that section is mostly drawing on skill that I already have. Like, I know how to set up a hub. Like, I know how to decorate it and make it look nice, so I kind of wanted to devote the energy on the stuff that I didn't really get, that I've never really done. Because I could spend forever just doing the hub section, because that's where my strengths are. But yeah. We will discuss that more on Friday, I think. And hopefully I'll have more stuff to show on Friday. But this has been really good. Got a nice mix of heavy and light discussions. We got to welcome somebody new as a visitor. Emily, I don't know if you're still listening, and if you're not, that's like super cool. I don't expect anybody to stick around the entire 3 hours, but if you are, or if you watch this on VOD, it was lovely having you in chat tonight. Melangard, it was wonderful having you in chat as well. And you deserve a lot of credit for this level too, because this level wouldn't work if you hadn't put in your suggestions. Like, it just would not have worked. So, yes. But I do need to get some sleep. So please, I will ask you, as I always do, be taking care of your meat suits out there in the real world. Get the food that you need, the water that you need. If you're on medications, try to take them as close to schedule as possible. Keep yourselves safe. Whether or not you fall into the queer umbrella or other marginalized identities, even if you're not, the world is pretty weird right now. So just try to keep yourself safe as best you can. And remember that you've had a big effect on people's lives, and people are rooting for you. They want you to have your best life and to be happy. And I am one of those people, but only one of those people. There's a lot of other ones out there. But that does it for us here at Disco About. So from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.